LSU at Missouri. Hey, two teams that national media has going like this, opposite directions.
which
Here's
is
my thought
crazy.
though. How much though is LSU going in this direction? Is that being exaggerated a little bit? Because Jaden Daniels, if not for these two losses, would be the favorite to win the Heisman right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about that at all.
And Missouri, they're 5-0. They had a really good win against Kansas State at home. But that was really the only game where it looked like they played 4 quarters of really, really good football. Vanderbilt, I guess. But have they really looked like a team that can win this ball game? I'm asking you.
Yes, and now I do think LSU's been vulnerable in the games. Their secondary, everyone knows it's the worst kept secret in college football. LSU has a bad secondary, very very bad secondary. Obviously, Luther Burden is a stud. He might be the best wide receiver in the SEC. If not, he's one of them for sure. And Brady Cook has played extremely well this year. I'll give him a ton of credit. 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the year against some pretty good teams in terms of, you talked about Kansas State, Memphis Stevens, good American football team, Vanderbilt's, Vanderbilt, whatever. But can they really expose Jaden Daniel? I'm sorry, this LSU defense enough to keep Jaden Daniels right, like behind them? LSU could score on every possession this game. Right? They really could, and Missouri could do that as well. But I don't quite trust Brady Cook enough to do that, and it helps being at Missouri, I think, tremendously. Obviously, the atmosphere, undefeated Missouri, welcoming LSU, where you really believe you have a chance to win this football game. That crowd's going to be nuts. Doesn't matter if it's 11 a.m. kickoff. That crowd's going to be nuts. We saw it against Kansas State. That was a really good atmosphere. I'm going to go LSU, though. Again, I picked them last week, and they let me down against Ole Miss. These two teams are very different in terms of Missouri and Ole Miss. And the explosiveness that they bring. I think Luther Burden obviously incredible, like I talked about. But I'm going to take LSU, and I'll take the 5.5 points.
Yeah, I'll say Theo Weiss is not bad either for Missouri over there. Cody Schrader's been
For sure.
running the ball really well. Brady Cook has been kind of cooking, not gonna lie. And at home, and that's when they played well this year. They played well at home. I've struggled with this game a lot. I think this line opened at 6.5. It's dropped down to 5.5. A lot of people on Missouri because of this LSU defense. Uh, Missouri won the Kansas State game because of explosive plays. And even with explosive plays, they only found a way to put up 30, right?
Yeah.
What's the number, right, that Missouri needs to put up, right, to beat LSU? That's really what we got to think about. What is that number that Missouri has to put up to beat LSU, right? I think it's 42. I think
Yeah,
they
I was going
got
to say 38 at the minimum. I think they're going to have to put up a lot.
I think to win this game, they have to put up a lot, right? So, look, my books, I have this as a 41-38 ball game. Give me LSU to win. Give me Missouri to cover. I don't know if that's soft because I'm middling it here, but I think this will still be a close game because of the backdoor. First of all, the backdoor cover is not out of the question either with the way LSU's defense has been operating, especially the secondary. If Missouri's trying to sling the ball down the field, I just think, like, once again, I know LSU's on the road, but just give me. I don't regret taking LSU last week at all. I have zero regrets about that. They should have won that game outright, and they should have covered. Give me LSU again, right? I won't take them to cover this time because Columbia has been bumping. Everyone's excited about Missouri. There's just no way that this LSU team falls to 3-3. It just can't happen.
Is there? Is it?
It just cannot happen. Feed me LSU to win, but Missouri to cover.
I'll say I was a guy that was lower on that. A lot of other people. I took LSU's under on the year at 9.5. So this would I would love for that to happen. That obviously clinched that, but I don't think this is a game to lose. I do want to bring up in terms of games, obviously that passing defense is what it is. Cody Schrader's a really good running back. I'm glad you brought him up. But if you look at LSU when they've been susceptible on the ground, especially like just susceptible on defense in general, Jordan Travis, KJ Jefferson, Jackson Dart, all those quarterbacks, first of all, really good quarterbacks playing really good football, which Brady Cook is as well. Another thing they have in common that Brady Cook does not is the ability to make plays with their legs. And Jordan Travis obviously is not like a run first kind of guy.
Brady,
Like
I'll
maybe
give Brady
Jackson
Cook.
Dart and
I'll give Brady Cook the credit though. He's pretty mobile. He's athletic.
well, he can scramble on a 3rd and 7 for sure. But in terms of just like quarterback running game being a part of your offense, and like I just don't see it. And I do think that helps LSU. I think it absolutely helps LSU. One less thing that defense to worry about because it's been bad this year so far. But I think, like you said, Jaden Daniels is just playing incredible right now. I just don't think he lets him lose. And I thought they found something last week with Logan Diggs running the football, which was really good to see. And I just don't know how impressed I've been with Missouri. That Kansas State win was good, right? They made a 60 or 50 some yard field goal to win it. That was
61.
obviously and 61, incredibly impressive. But like struggling with Memphis, right? You beat Vanderbilt, good for you. It's just like
Struggled with Middle Tennessee State, who, by the way, as we're recording this, getting shellackadaddled by Jacksonville State. We'll see USA football night in
Wednesday.
the football night in the CUSA. Oh yeah.
How about the CUSA getting a shout out in the SEC video, man? Good for them, man.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good
but
for
yeah,
them.
oh god, yeah, I'm gonna go LSU here. It's gonna be a good game, though. I definitely want to be watching, kind of on the other screen as Oklahoma, Texas. But I want to watch it. I want to keep an eye for sure because, like this could be a 4th quarter game for sure. That beats the surprise of nobody.